Sam, definitely, because she has a personal style which is amazing. Most of the time, in fact, I dig into her closet and I was like, why don't you just wear this? I mean, we can always, like, if you see most of probably like 50% of styling I pick up from her wardrobe. South Indian men, they don't want to experiment. Probably that's to do with they being very safe. I can't even say 50%, rather, it's 80% of bias towards Bollywood actors, and they look look down towards South Indian actors. I mean, I don't know why. Probably they must have seen something which is not so happening for them. But I think now I think they should be okay with it. Every actor is quite global. South Indian actors are global. They're doing amazing stuff. In fact, South Indian films got amazing storyline where they are dubbed in Hindi, and plus Hindi directors are taking stories from South and remaking it with all the Bollywood celebrities. For me, Diet Sabya is an entertainment, honestly speaking, but they're doing a great job. The kind of homework they put in to gather information, who's creating what and who's copying and who's replicating like a Gandhi copy, what they say is great.
Samantha Akkineni is one of the most stylish stars from the South industry today. Everything from her on screen looks, film promotions, and red carpets have been making headlines for the longest time. Joining us today is the man behind almost all of Sam's flawless looks, Preetham Jukalker. Welcome to Pink Villa, Preetham.
Hi, good to see you, Sneha.
Good to see you too.
And
after
thank you
long.
so much for that beautiful introduction.
So, to begin with, I want to know your journey. How did you get into styling and how did you start styling Samantha?
6 months prior to my first film, I moved to Hyderabad from Bombay. And for me, it was something which is very, very unusual. And the whole feel of the city was different, and still it is. But then it's getting better for me and for everyone, I guess. So then my love for handlooms happened. That's how Sam got in touch with me for a project which was affiliated to government of Telangana. So that's how I met Sam, and we were working on a designing project then. And suddenly she was like, "Why don't you just style me in handlooms?" Because everyone feels that handlooms are quite boring and they're not up to the mark and they don't have a fashion statement stuff. So then slowly we picked it up and we started doing some random stuff and creating things and experimenting. Most important thing. That's how my journey started with Sam. She has great style sense and she has beautiful aesthetics. And somewhere we both match on one thing, which is minimalistic. I like keeping very minimal styling and with minimal elements on anybody. And her personal choice is also very, very classy and very minimal. So somewhere on those lines, we got together, and that's how we've been working together.
Is there something that Samantha would never ever wear? Either a color, a particular silhouette, a print, anything?
Bold prints. I mean, she loves prints and bold prints as well. But then she's a very petite personality. So due to that, she doesn't want to wear it. And I mean, as a stylist, even I don't want to give such prints on a very petite body. She is totally open to experimenting. But then most of the time, what happens when you work for films and stuff, where you have a lot of limitations and you don't get to experiment as a stylist as well, and as a actor, as a muse also, even they don't get to experiment with us.
True.
So at times that limitation actually stops you to bring on a lot of things.
So, has there been a time when she hasn't been too sure of an outfit, but she's like, "For you, Preetham, I'll do it. I'll wear this," and it turned out to be phenomenal.
Oh yes, so many times, so many times, and we keep arguing on a lot of things. I'm like, Sam, ये बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. I think you should wear this. He was like, "Are you sure? Like seriously?" I was like, "Why don't you just try once?" Then after that, actually, this is quite pretty and cute. I like it. Good job, Preetham.
When it comes to male celebrities, you have dressed stars like Rana Daggubati and Prithvi Raj. How different are their style sensibilities from each other?
South Indian men, they don't want to experiment. Probably that's to do with they being very safe. Every actor feels this is not my style, but then they are actors, and I'm sure they're quite versatile, and they're not playing their what do you call the personal role, even for events or for films and all. You will have to definitely compromise your personal taste, but get to that character.
You're primarily known for styling Samantha, but you've done a great job with other women. So, how do you draw that barrier between them? Like, how do you style them according to their sensibilities and their preferences? Are all of them open to experimenting the way Samantha is?
Whenever you see me styling other actors apart from Sam, but somewhere you see that aesthetic happening. Like, इसको देखकर, okay, probably प्रीतम ने style किया है ऐसे. So that USP is probably mine, very handcrafted textile से लेकर, or probably handcrafted jewelry, and very minimalistic again. I think that's my key to style anyone.
Many times you have these huge events on one day and you have to style multiple people. So how do you create that barrier for yourself that, this is what I'm going to pick out for Samantha, this is what I'm going to pick up for like a Rashmika?
Most of the time I try not make them look same. So she has a different mood at that point of time, and other muse would have a different mood.
Has either Samantha or Rashmika or Malvika given you any style tips when it comes to, when you are dressing them up?
Oh yeah, of course. Sam definitely, because she has a personal style which is amazing. Most of the time, in fact, I dig into her closet and I was like, why don't you just wear this? I mean, we can always, like, if you see most of, probably like 50% of styling I pick up from her wardrobe.
So Samantha is known for her experimental fashion now, but today, after looking at all of her looks, do you feel any sort of pressure when it comes to styling her because of this image that she's already created, that both of you have already created?
Oh yeah, 100% pressure. All the time, be it a smaller event or a bigger event or any sort of an event. When we post a picture, like probably when we have an idea of posting a picture on Instagram, it's, at least for me, it's like a mental pressure. Like everyone is waiting to see what's coming next. She being a very petite personality, she can carry anything and everything. I'm not saying because I'm styling her, I'm not saying because she's my friend, I'm not saying because she's a superstar. It's within, I think, she has that whole aura of carrying it, anything.
I'm going to show you 3 looks of Samantha and you have to tell me your mindset and her mindset while creating that look. Kareena Kapoor wore the same sari, a similar sari by the brand with her name on it. So was
Correct.
it inspired or you just
Definitely,
thought
it's from a same designer called Pichka from Jaipur. I've seen Kareena Kapoor wearing her sari, written Bebo on it in a very graceful way. And of course, Kareena herself is so gorgeous and she can carry anything. And that could be an inspiration. And Wohi Doran, Janu has come, and Janu is very settled. Janu's character was very settled in the film. And we want to keep it very simple, but yet a little more modern. So after seeing Bebo, and when I spoke to the designer, and she was like, we can definitely create a movie name over it, because I didn't want to have Sam or any of that sort, because Bebo was already done. So that's how then the film name, quite a controversial outfit.
Yeah, so there were no inhibitions when she was wearing it because, like you said, it's quite controversial.
Of course, I mean, obviously she had it, and she being a very big star, plus she belongs to a very big family in South, and her fan following, the kind of role she has been doing, this was a little different from what she was actually been sporting. And she had those doubts, is it a wrong decision to wear this? And we had multiple chats regarding the dress. And in fact, just before getting into that outfit, when the hair and makeup was happening, still she was like, I think maybe we shouldn't do this, I guess. Let's go to option 2. But then I was like, no, I think you should do it. Aaj nahi to kabhi nahi, so why not now? We wanted to match up to that, though the dress is not retro. That was from an international designer, which is like a semi-red carpet. And the hair especially, we wanted to keep it like how it was in the film.
A couple of stylists from the South have previously mentioned that When these stylists were trying to source outfits from bigger designers, say Bollywood designers, they were rejected per se. So,
Correct.
have you gone through anything like that?
Absolutely. I mean, when I moved to Hyderabad, I didn't know anything about the industry. I didn't know who's big here, who's small. For me, artist is an artist. So I don't have to gauge she or he is big or she or he is small and all of that. For me, good work happens. And of course, to source from all the A-lister designers who are doing very well in business, in the fashion business, and they're all runway designers. So we always used to get rejected. So I know. It's, even they don't know what is happening in South, so they're not aware of who's what. So we used to always get emails saying that sorry, probably we could push to another event. So another event never happened. So I always used to get such kind of emails from all the PR team of those designers. Yes, initially it was quite tough for me to crack really good designers and brands. Slowly, I think they started to understand the whole event thing started here as well. Then we started to give really good pictures to them. So that's when they started getting convinced by what we are doing. Now I think every designer knows what I do, what kind of work I cater to, and all. But when it comes to a new actor, me styling them, again, it starts the same. It goes
Okay.
back to the pavilion. Maybe we're not keen on styling, sourcing for so and so actor and all that. So we still face that kind of a thing. I can't even say 50%, rather, it's 80% of bias towards Bollywood actors, and they look down towards South Indian actors. I mean, I don't know why. Probably they must have seen something which is not so happening for them. But I think now I think they should be okay with it. Every actor is quite global. South Indian actors are global. They're doing amazing stuff. In fact, South Indian films got amazing storyline where they are dubbed in Hindi, and plus Hindi directors are taking stories from South and remaking it with all the Bollywood celebrities.
Do you think fashion is in need of watchdogs like Diet Sabya today?
See, for me, Diet Sabya is an entertainment, honestly speaking, but they're doing a great job. The kind of homework they put in to gather information, who's creating what and who's copying and who's replicating like a Gandhi copy, what they say, is great. I mean, as an artist, as a stylist also, I mean, it's not necessary to keep an eye on which designer is doing what. For everyone, there is an inspiration. So कोई लंदन में if someone is creating something, and same thing if an Indian designer must be creating, not necessarily that must have copied or something, could be, हो सकता है.
Finally, to conclude things, I want to know if there was ever a look that you styled that you thought was fabulous, but it got negative feedback from, say, the fans or public or anybody.
Lots. I think maximum my looks got negative publicity, which I enjoyed it thoroughly because I can give you one example. The last thing for Rana's wedding, what Sam was wearing,
Yeah.
she wore a beautiful Chanderi sari from Raw Mango and beautiful Victorian jewelry from Sheetal Zaveri,
Yes.
from Vittal Das Sheetal Zaveri. So they thought this is not exactly a person should attend a wedding, and if you're attending a wedding you have to make sure that you wear lots of jewelry and it has to be a little more grandeur than what she was. But then I really wanted to tell everyone it's all about your own style and persona as well. Today you would like to dress up a little light. I mean, why not? Even if it's a big event, you can always dress up light. So it's your personality and it's your thought process, and you can do whatever you want. For that look, we got lots and lots of hate messages, but I did
Hate
enjoy it.
messages.
Yeah, I mean, and especially ladies messaged me saying that we were expecting it to be really amazing, but totally disappointed. I mean, we
Okay.
like you as a stylist, but then this is such a disappointment from your end.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Preetham.
Thank you for having me.